the green session at IFLA 2010, and I will speak about the green library, the building concept. I myself and the other students had a seminar at the university in Potsdam, and we developed ecological, sustainable concept for the new green storage, and we'll come to that later. And we start with sustainability with a history lesson, a short one. And it all starts in the 18th century in the forest, because the foresters know that they can't chop off as many trees as there will be growing in a period of time, and so they were the first to acknowledge the principles of sustainability. And then some important people had a closer look at this concept and came up with the definition, the famous Brundtland Commission, and they say, I read it here, sustainable development that meets the needs of the present without compromising fertility of future generations to meet their own needs. And that's the main principle behind sustainability, and that's what we have to have in mind for our building concept. And it's not an end stage of the development, it's development in itself. We have always considered the needs of the new generation. And to have a further look into sustainability, we have the three pillar principle. Sustainability rests on these three pillars. We have first the social pillar, and that's mostly about people. These are people from the Berlin Prague Bibliothek 1930, and look how it changed. We have all men, and today I guess most librarians are women. So there's a change in that social pillar, but we won't discuss that. There's a short look at the second pillar. It's money, it's the euro. Unfortunately, they don't have it in green. Most consumers, they use euros, and that's another important aspect of sustainability. You have to consider the economical implications of that. But that's not our theme either. We have to look at some green things. That's ecological sustainability, and that we will discuss in detail now. First, we have to look at our project called Green Storage. It's a new building. The University Library of Berlin will build a new storage facility for their books that doesn't fit into the new library. And we had a look at the sustainability concept of that. The first thing we had to compare was the automatic storage and retrieval system. It's a fairly new system to libraries, but in the economy it's quite well known. And you can see on the left side there's a big room of specs with robots in it. And then after that we consulted some experts, and they come up with basic plans. So we have to figure out what to take and what not, and it's drawing from a physicist. So it was quite nice to see how he works. Over on the right there are people of the team, myself and the other three students. And now we have to look a short video presentation of the automatic storage and retrieval system, which is built at the British Library. already started building a storage facility in London with an automatic working retrieval system, and here you can have a look how it will look, and similar to look in Germany. So you have very few people there. There's a big room with stacks and robots that will get the books and bring them back. And that's very interesting because we now can rule out the environmental issues that people need. They need light, they need some warmth, and robots doesn't need that, so we can concentrate on the needs of the book. So it's an important factor for the sustainability of the building. And you can see there's some people there, and then mostly systems that will handle the book. And for the energy use, we decided to skip the air conditioning system. So the building will be conditioned to outdoor air with a filter system and so on. And for the building material, we use renewable material wood, because wood has some nice aspects. That is, like I said, renewable. It grows in forest area in the world. In Sweden we have many forests. And another aspect is that there's already a certification system for ecological maintained forests. It's called FSC, the Forest Stewardship Council, and there you can get your wood that is already certified as ecological sustainable. And another aspect of wood, you can, after some time, recycle it. You can demolish the building and recycle the wood, and it's another important aspect of that material. Next we have energy. That took us some time, but we came up with solar energy, photovoltaic panels on the roof, because in Berlin we have quite few, quite good conditions for that. And another alternative, biomatter or wind energy or geothermal energy, but we thought that it's not so feasible in Berlin because it's a dense city, and wind turbine doesn't look so good within the city. And to generate enough energy with photovoltaic panels, we had to look at energy efficiency, like LED lamps or very energy efficient energy and so on. For the automatic storage and retrieval system, so we came up with solar power, and it's quite common in Germany. We have a very good funding system for that, and you can generate money after some time, and it's a very good idea. The next thing is the greenest thing we think is the green facade, and as you can see, we can make it all also red, because if you choose the right plan, it changes color over the seasons. Like the Virginia Tweeter we choose, it has a nice red color in the autumn, and it's really good. And you can see the storage facility looks like this. It has no windows, so all the cover of the building can be covered with plants. And another nice aspect of this green facade is that it's biotope for animals. And here we have a closer look at the applications of this living green facade. So first, the rain and wind cover for the building. Because it's of wood, we have to cover it from the elements. And the plants do it quite well. Then we have the thermal and sound insulation, so we doesn't have to implement an air condition because it provides some cover from heat and cold in the summer and in the winter. And also sound insulation is maybe not so important in this case. I don't know how much noise the robots make there, but you can add it to on the positive side. Then another aspect is the microclimate. The plants produce in their surroundings another climate that is usually in towns. In towns it is mostly hot and dry, and plants cool down the surrounding and they moisture the air. And that's good, especially for towns and cities. Another aspect is the CO2 aspect. Because of the climate change, the plants eat in some way CO2 and generate oxygen. So that's for the climate change aspect. And the habitat I already mentioned, and we have a closer look at the habitat because it's very easy to attract animals, mostly birds. There are many ways to attract them with these we have animal bird houses, and you can attract very different kind of species like swallows, buttons. And here we have housing for bees that are no normal honeybees, that are solitary living wild bees, and they don't sting, so you don't have to worry about it. But they are very important for the environment. Yeah. Next, we are in 2010, and that's the International Year of Biodiversity. So it's for libraries maybe a marketing effort to have some biodiversity management systems, like bringing, attaching birdhouses or bee houses, and that's a very interesting topic. Can be implemented easily in any library. Next thing, certificate. The green storage should not only look green on the outside, but also the figures must be green. So there are some certificates that have already released system from the US where you can verify that your efforts are really green. In Germany we have a high standard already, it's called the ENEV, Energieeinsparverordnung, and it's already a high standard, but you can do better. You can have plus energy houses that produce more energy than they demand, and there are also some ecological certificates from Germany. Okay, next thing is green IT. The libraries have quite some time used IT in a lot of the work processes, and green IT is another big issue there because these computers are very dangerous. They have dangerous materials and mostly a high energy consumption. So you as library can look at this topic. I guess I have to next, and that are the fields. Many of the library used equipment can be sealed in some way with such labels. Like in Germany we have the Umweltzeichen called the Blue Angel, and on the bottom you can see what does this label specifies. It protects the climate or protects the water, and there are many labels like that. And you can, if you buy equipment for your library, you can look at such labels and make your library a little bit greener, even if it's a blue label, but it's really a green label. Next thing is another certification system that's not specifically centered around buildings. It's centered around all the environmental impacts your library can have, and it's called the Environmental Management System. There's in Europe a very big system called EMAS, the European Management and Audit Scheme, and it's quite used in Germany and Europe, and it defines many aspects of the library work, and it's usually applied to the overall institution. The library is like the university library, then the university normally is certified after the EMA system, and it's a very complicated and big program. You have to have equivalences, you have to have your numbers right, water consumption, energy consumption, the waste you produce, and it's a very complicated process. You have to have people there who work on that, and you have to monitor your impact, and you have to reevaluate every 2 years. So it's very, very good and a big program. But there are other programs like the ISO 14000 program. It's a worldwide standard that you can use, and I guess there are some more. Here in Germany we have the university library that is certified after the EMA system in Dresden, the SLUB, and they have some experience with this. Last slide. So I want to talk a little bit about the role of the library, especially the Green Library, because you can use this green thing of the library for your public relations efforts, and do some marketing with it. You can secure funds to make your library greener. In Germany we have many funds for that. But it's not so easy because you have to always ask your superior organization. So it's not so easy, but you can do it. And the innovative potential is very high. You can try new green IT things. You can try new techniques like the automated storage and retrieval system. And another aspect is people who visit the library or see the library, they can see that some organizations do something to protect our climate and to make the living in the city more greener and better for them. And as I mentioned, the biodiversity aspect is a very important aspect because animal and plant species are reducing, so we have to do something, especially in the cities, to give them some space where they can flourish. And it's very easy to join into the green library community. Like on this side we have the special interest group. There are many blogs, as we heard before, of the Green Library community. Even in Germany we have a blog, the Green Library blog. And you just have to start and to nag your superiors, if you will say so, to do some green things. And it's low effort, but you have to gain pace and do it faster, because the environment is changing rapidly, and we can support that is not changing so much, and yeah, we can do it. There are many opportunities for libraries to do that. And I guess I'm